We're back doing something different again today. We're running this big bad boy. D6 high sprocket. Okay. I just talked to the guy I'm working for on the phone 15 minutes ago. He said there's seven trucks going here. It's about 20 minutes, 25-minute drive round trip. So not round trip, one way. It'll be one every 4 or 5 minutes. There'll be a truck. So I gotta hustle when that starts happening. So. There won't be any video of that part, but it's the 3126 6-cylinder Caterpillar diesel engine with a John Deere transmission, I believe, and this is the shifter right here. So you got forward, reverse, and it's a mechanical transmission. It's going to be a busy day. Those trucks should be starting to arrive about 5-10 minutes from now, and then maybe at the end of the day I'll have a little video of how it went. But we're supposed to fill in this hole down here. And this is going to go on for another 2 weeks. So I'm only going to be here about 3 days, but I got other jobs lined up, so I can't be here every day. But we'll do what we can. But backing up is pretty easy. There's no hands required. Automatic, set at one R and one forward and one reverse. So you have to use the decelerator pedal. Got a little too much. And then there's a brake. This thing will freewheel, so it'll roll on its own. It's not a hydrostatic machine. If you put it into neutral, it'll just roll off on you. So you've got to use that brake right there. That's pretty simple, that's it. For the size of a machine like this, it's not that hard to operate. And it'll push. trucks here. I think I'm wrong about that engine. It's the same as the 3126, but it's a C7. Got it for turbo diesel. 170 horsepower, but lots and lots of torque. Sure. And because this 05 they made the C7. Anyway, interesting. It's a big motor. Big. Let's get going here. Some pushing to do. Only one truck's rode up so far. So. At the end of the day, maybe we'll just do a go around on how this operates. So just click it from forward, let go of the decelerator pedal and the brake. Actually, it's in gear now, so that's it. And one-handed, it's kind of hard to operate this thing, so I gotta put it on pause. A little shaky, sorry about that. Over a quarter of a tank now. This thing will use up 250 liters a day of fuel, so it's that big inline 30. It's a 3126 right there. Okay, we're in neutral. Unless you put that emergency brake on, this thing here you pull up on, and it's tricky to get in there sometimes. It just doesn't want to go. Why it's not wanting to go right now. Maybe this is not exactly. There we go, it's on now. So there, this flashes. Unless you have that emergency brake on, this thing can roll away on you, unless and that's your brake. So I didn't think a bulldozer this size would roll around like that, but it can, and it will. You're on a steep enough slope, it'll roll right down on you. So, and we burned over a quarter of a tank now. This thing will use up 250 liters a day of fuel, so it's that big inline 30. It's a 3126 right there. I was thinking it was a C7, I guess. C7s were used on vehicles on the road, and I guess the 3126, they continued making it at the same time as a C7. But it's just basically the same engine, just a more advanced fuel injection system, electronic on the C7s. I think it's probably got the weight on there too, although I don't see it. It says 2003. But I was told it's 2005, not sure. Maybe it was sold 2005, and I don't see the weight on here. It's not the weight. It's probably weighs in at about 45,000 pounds, 20 tons, metric tons. So, all right, the day's done. I just gotta grease this thing, and we're sitting on half a tank of fuel. So. Yep. Okay, we're parked. Just gotta grease a few. Well, I'm gonna grease everything I can, and then lock it up, and I'm heading out. So that slope, because we're trying to fill way down at the very end down there, that there's quite a bit of a slope there. And that little bit of rain this morning ended up making it just greasy enough that the trucks were struggling to get back out of there. So I pushed two out, but there's only two got stuck. There was some good drivers and some not so good drivers. And so I cleaned it up, leveled it off pretty good. And we're going to start again next week. And then I went up this hill and leveled some stuff up there. Actually, this clay is really... I thought this sandy stuff was gravel, and it wasn't. It was sand. So they got kind of bogged down in there too. It looked fairly high. It's hard to tell if something's hard enough to drive on for a dump truck, because the bulldozer's got those big pads. Just drives over everything, and you can't tell how hard the ground is. So, and I made a little gouge right there. Shit. I may have to fill that in. Yeah, I think I might take some of this stuff up here and put it right in that little gouge right there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to, because that's not good enough. And water will sit in there, and then it'll be really bad on Monday. It's supposed to get 2 inches of rain in the next 24 hours or so. Or 36. So, yeah, not quite like the other operator. He's gone hunting. So I'm taking over for him. But it's just a dirt dump. It's not... yeah, they're just going to try and raise that up down at that far end. And then this is topsoil in here, I think, and over here too. So the guy that owns this place is trying to heap up that topsoil as high as he can get it, not to, so he won't lose it. And maybe he's going to spread that around on top after, I don't know. So I guess it's no longer going to be a quarry. But yeah, I think I better go and fill that little, that's a bit of a low spot. I didn't even see that. Yeah, details. And then we'll call it a day. Go get some lunch. But yeah, this thing is, it runs really good. That's it, my day's done. So I'm going home, and we'll be back on that next week probably. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see some more dirt getting pushed. Talk to you later.